Okay, folks, welcome back to the video series. What we're going to look at here is we're going to create some offsets, as I call them, that will help us lay out the location of the the door and the two windows. So when I'm speaking about dimensions in this video, I am referring to exterior wall number one, which is the drawing of an outside wall that was provided to you with some dimensions. And that's what we're going to use to create what we call offsets. To do the offsets, we're going to use this tool right here, the measuring tape. And when we click it, we can reference against information that's already in the drawing. So in this case, we're looking at the vertical line on the left-hand side of our wall, and we would like to make a line parallel to that shows where the left side of our window opening is. And referring back to exterior wall number one, which has those dimensions, we can see that 2 feet over um, from this line is where the left side of our window opening is. So I just clicked on the line, I pulled my cursor over to the right, and what you can hopefully see in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and I'll just pull my cursor over here, the number gets a little ridiculous when I do that, but you can see how far over the new line, the offset line that I'm trying to create is going to be. In this case, it says 314 and 5/8 of an inch. So my exterior wall drawing that I'm referring to says 2 feet. So I'm going to just type on my keyboard, and you'll see what happens in the bottom right hand of the screen. I'm going to type 2 feet. So to do that, I can type 2, and then I need to make this apostrophe that looks just like that to indicate that I'm talking about feet. And the other thing that we need to really be careful of, if you can see where my measuring tape is, the cursor, that little measuring tape icon, beside that to the left, there is a red arrow. That indicates that I'm dragging along the red axis of the drawing, which is a horizontal axis. We can see it along the bottom edge of the wall. I'll just move my cursor. Um, you can see this axis here, where that red box is. That's the axis. So the red arrow just indicates that we are parallel to the axis, which is what we want to be. If we were over here and we type in, so let's say like this on an angle, we type in 2 feet, it's not going to put the line in the right spot for us. We do have to be very cognizant that we are on this red axis or parallel to it. So I'm once again going to type 2 apostrophe, that's 2 feet. I could also type, if you watch in the bottom right, I could type 24 and just leave it at that. Default units for SketchUp is inches. So if I just hit 20 or type 24 and hit enter, that would be 24 inches, which of course is 2 feet. Okay. So we'll hit enter. That's our line. Now again, the reference drawing that I'm looking at that you should have reviewed in the Google Classroom says that the overall width of the window opening is 3 feet. So I'm going to click on my newly created offset line. I'm going to drag over along the red axis, and I'm going to type 3 apostrophe 3 feet and place the line. Again, the next dimension I can see on my reference drawing says 3'6", which is from the window opening, which we just placed, to the left edge of the door opening. So that's 3'6". So here you're going to have to be a little careful with how you type in the information in the bottom right. I'm going to say I type 3, and I put the apostrophe for feet, and then I'm going to put 6, and I can put the quotation mark for inches. 3 feet 6 inches is what you see there. I can also, if you look at the bottom right, because default units are inches, if I just put nothing after that 6, SketchUp is going to know that I mean 6 inches. So I could just hit enter now, place my line, and we're going to carry on. The door opening on our reference drawing says that it's 3 feet wide, so I'm going to type 3 apostrophe 3 feet. Once again, 3'6" is our next dimension. Notice also that that red arrow is always present when I pull my line over. Again, don't do this. So it went black. That's because it's on an angle. You don't want that. So you want it to show red. And we're going to type, get situated here. We did the 3 feet, so yeah, we're going to type 3'6" and hit enter. And then our final layout line coming horizontally will be 3 feet for our final window opening. So we type 3 apostrophe 3 feet, and that's done. Now we do need some horizontal lines that are going to show the bottom of the window openings and the top of the door opening. So we're going to stay in this measuring tape tool. We're going to click on the very bottom of that base plate, and we're going to come up. Notice how the arrow now is blue. That means it's along the blue vertical axis. And if we look at our reference drawing, we can see that the value we want is 3 feet. So we'll type that in. And from that new line, we're going to come up another 4 feet, which is the height of our window openings. I'm going to type 4 apostrophe 4 feet. And there we go. Now, what's handy here is that, and this is typical of most walls, the top of your window opening will be the same height or elevation as the top of your door opening. So we've got right here in this box where my tool is moving around, that's our window opening. Here, again, follow the cursor, that tall opening, that's 3 feet plus 4 feet tall, 7 feet is our door opening. And then we have our window opening over here on the right. Okay, so that's how you create offsets to set up where your openings are going to be. And we will continue this on in the next video.